Hey guys, Kane here, and in this video we're gonna talk about quite a few mistakes that players are making whenever they're starting out, even in the first week of this game. So the first things first, we're gonna hit up the recruit. Now you have normal and elite recruit. We're gonna talk about the elite recruit. So this is the first feature that people are being thrown into, and you can spend a lot of ingots to pull highly likely unlimitedly. So the thing about this feature is in the first 7 days you have a limited amount of heroes that you can acquire. So you can acquire any of these here, however there are more heroes in the game which unlock after 8 days uh, of the server's length. So that is one thing. The other thing, is it efficient? And honestly I would tell you that it's highly likely not. Now it really depends on your server, on your luck, and all those kinds of things. So for example, if you would pull this and you would get like all of those 3-star SSRs, you will not be able to upgrade them, and eventually 3-star will fall off because even SRs at like 6-star, they upgrade their particular talent and they become pretty friggin' overpowered in terms of what they're able to do. Like not this in particular which I showed, but let's say maybe this tank, let's say maybe this 1 second. Yeah, this SR as like an offensive one increases crit rate by 60% for allied units within range. Duration is 8 seconds. Then duration is increased by 4, so that's 12 seconds. So there are particular buffs, stuff like that, which make even SRs at 6-star a lot stronger than SSR at like 4-star or whatever. So do keep in mind, even if you try pulling, and it really depends on your luck, majority of the time it's really not efficient. That aside, shops. So the thing about shops, it really depends when and what you're buying. So in the very early of the servers, buying this is really not efficient. If you would buy this, I would suggest you to probably save them for later, maybe day 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, or stuff like that. Whenever you level up and you're able to farm more resources. Because those basic recruitments, they scale with your level. So for example, if I am able to farm the purple plus 1 materials, they will be giving some chance to actually acquire purple plus 1 materials. And if I'm able to farm, let's say, these divine silks plus 3, then they're gonna be giving these divine silks plus 3. Now do keep in mind, the further you upgrade your units, the more of those materials you will start to require, and it means you're gonna need to farm more and get more and more materials, and the more or the further the stages go, the longer and longer it will take to acquire them. So there are a couple of nuances which you can do. So one of them, you can be saving your basic recruits for a couple of months or a month, but then you would be losing some coins, some experience and stuff like that, but it can be efficient as well. The other thing is saving your gear material boxes. The reason for that is what this box does, and it says open it to get one random gear material, the quality of which increases with the player's level. So for example, if you would use this at low level, you get basic materials which like you get on a daily basis and you don't really require them. While if you would use them at like level 45 or whatever, you would actually get these purple materials, which I don't have a lot of, like at least those plus ones. Sure, I have like the basic ones a bit higher because I've already farmed quite a few. You can see plus twos I have less and stuff like that. So it really depends what you require and whenever you use them, but if you save them, it's quite efficient. Aside from that, there are other shops and stuff like that where you should buy. Personally, I would not really advise to pull this or buy this early game, and instead use your coins to upgrade heroes, or heroes for events, or heroes for 2 formations. And this pigment thing, I honestly just want to max my gallery type feature, so that is why I'm purchasing. It gives like overall formation bonuses, not just for one unit, so essentially I kind of deem it okay, but it really depends. That aside, the PvP in terms of arena. Now, I would suggest for you not to buy anything in here for quite a while. The reason for that is you will require 5,000 arena coins to buy the red relic piece whenever you reach rank 1, or ask one person or the person who is in your rank 1 to give you the ranking so you would be able to do that. The other thing is buying ingots eventually. So the thing about ingots is that you require to save them for particular things like SSR plus altars, and we will touch that in just a bit. So if you would keep your arena coins, so for example, like I have 4.8 thousand, I can buy as many shards as I want, and we're not like time based or whatever to get 5 shards on a daily basis and stuff like that. So you can save these, and if you do happen to get an SSR altar or SSR plus early, you can actually buy all these ingots and participate in it if you would require them. If not, you can just purchase these shards anyway whenever you may require, but I wouldn't, let's say, buy all of them all on a daily basis. It really depends. Relics, again, really depends what you require. Essentially, I would suggest people to use their treasury coins to save for the golden relics, because the skill is pretty friggin' strong. However, I used mine for orange relics, so I wouldn't really fall back on the rankings and still perform good in PvE content, farmable content. However, I could probably have been or have activated the golden one right now on this particular day. However, I still probably will require, I don't know, a couple of weeks or a week maybe to unlock this one. So yeah, it's 50-50, but I would suggest for people to go for the golden one first, even if it would take a little bit more time. In terms of the drill, I would always suggest for you to buy stamina. Not the hero SSR, but the stamina as the first, and then the SSR shards as the second. Essentially, leveling means you acquire, let's say, more base power in terms of upgrading your heroes. You unlock more content faster, you unlock more stages to farm better materials, and you also unlock the battle section, which give you shards to farm for particular heroes. Now, I'm not entirely sure, but I think we will have more SSR, which we can farm on a daily basis as well. So the further you go and the higher your level, the faster you will be able to farm those SSRs. Or even the heroes that you're using, like I'm using Xiao Kiao, I'm using this particular archer, which name is friggin' long to even spell. I'm using Danvei currently, also another Xiao Kiao, and then you have others like Liu Bei, which is currently SSR as well, and stuff like that. Like, you can farm the heroes that you're using, and the higher your level is, the more ability of that appears for you to do. So do keep that in mind. And in terms of summit, you should only be buying hero shards until you max them out, and it really depends. You highly likely and majority of the time would have to buy Zhao Yu shards, unless you're really heavily thinking of going for like the wave formation. Then probably this particular hero would perform better. But honestly, probably 99 out of 100 times you should only buy this particular hero, because he's top notch in one of the PvE rankings and essentially can be good in majority of the content, so long as you level up your archers. So do keep that in mind. That aside, PvE content, or rather PvP, in terms of summit. So in this particular one, it's not really like a mistake or whatever. You should not do this event at the very beginning or at the reset of your day, right? So basically what you need to do is you need to wait for majority of these people to actually do this feat or event rather, do all of their daily attempts, and only then you would actually do yours. The thing about it is, if you face lower score people, you will always get 80 points or lower for winning, 26 for losing. But if you face higher point people, you get 120. So instead of getting 80 like 3 or 6 times, you're gonna be getting 100 and 120 a couple of times, which increases your points by at least like 40, 80, 120, something like that compared to the others, for you just by waiting a little bit. So do keep that in mind. There is a trick in here as well. Sure, you may lose like 100 coins per hour, but essentially, if you would rank higher in the season in terms of like, look, rank 2, 3, earn 180, rank 4, 10, 150, and stuff like that. If you rank a bit higher, essentially you will earn more anyway. So that is pretty much that. In terms of relics, so quite a few people prefer to pull more heroes instead of relics. Now relics, the thing about them is that they upgrade literally your entire field, your army, your heroes, units that your heroes follow, and I'm not entirely sure, but I don't think they upgrade the mages. Even they upgrade even your mages. So yeah, basically your relics upgrade your entire account. Heroes, again, are pretty much random, and they don't really buff everything in your, let's say, formation and stuff like that. Relics, now that is a whole different thing. If you want to spend your ingots early on and increase, I would highly suggest you to always spend those ingots on relics. Now I have pulled like 12 to 14,000 ingots on relics, and I'm gonna pull like a 4,000 more or so, just to unlock the red relic in my list, because I have missed the Christmas Day feature by 1 day and I didn't get the chance to unlock it fully, so I need to do it manually. And this skill in particular, like look, total attack 30%, attack speed 12%, last 16 seconds. This skill is friggin' insane. Aside from that, I do believe that is pretty much over. I don't think that there are, or rather I have not unlocked a lot of features in this particular event to comment more on it. Honestly, I would suggest, or highly suggest, for you to save your ingots until you get a SSR Plus limited banner, which I think happens on a 2-week basis. So every 2 weeks you get probably a new SSR Plus, and you're able to pull it in an altar. However, it costs about 50,000 ingots to guarantee one, and also you get a few shards on the way. But if you save like 72, I think 72,000 ingots or a bit less, you're able to get it 4 stars. However, if you do get a copy, or at least one copy from pulling it, and you can actually do that, then essentially that hero will turn 5 stars or close to 5 stars. So do keep in mind, pulling also may give you, or a chance to give you SSR pluses, which is very important. And SSR pluses usually decide a lot of the stuff in the match. I'm not entirely sure on Lubu, I haven't really seen him that much. Guan Yu is pretty strong. There are like 4 more SSR pluses, and all of them perform quite well. Anyways, I think that is pretty much it for the video. Thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully this was useful to you, and if it was, do hit that subscribe button. It would help me out a lot. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care and stay safe out there.